Mhm. No, it's not. I don't know. Yes, I know. Isn't I don't know. Come ring, everybody. Come ring. So by the time you get there, so should be there. You gonna change your clothes and stuff when you get there? Huh? Yeah, okay. So how are you this morning, my love bug? Huh? Yeah, what's the matter? Well, you weren't just tired when you were playing, so it's not that you're tired, sweetie pie. So I want you to not tell mommy no lies, okay? Thank you. So mom gonna ask you again, what's the matter? No, I don't understand that. You gotta speak up, sweetheart. I feel like my life is extremely complicated still more because I only have one son, right? So then on taekwondo, like he goes to taekwondo Monday, Wednesday, Friday, Saturday. And he wasn't able to go yesterday because I couldn't bring him and I had to work. So, I'm definitely gonna make sure that he don't miss on Saturdays. But then he sees his friends at the park and he wants to play with them. So I'm kind of between a rock and a hard place between does he go to taekwondo or does he stay and play with his friends that he doesn't get to see. So my answer is he goes to taekwondo, then he gets to go back to my mom's house. I'm gonna have to probably go home and cook dinner though because I'm not gonna buy anything out today. So, but I don't know if my mom gonna want to watch him while I go home and make dinner. She might not want to watch him. So I don't know. Anyways, I don't know. I really don't know. Ugh. So if grandma does not want to watch you, honey, then you're gonna have to come home with mommy while I cook dinner, okay? Okay. I, I don't know. Sometimes I just don't freaking. Sometimes I just don't know. Oh my goodness, I forgot that we gotta get in the highway. Or I don't want to, but I might end up probably just buying like a large pizza, which I don't want to do. So that way you could just go and play. If my mom doesn't want to watch him, I don't know. I don't know what to do in that sense because if he wants to play, and I totally get a child that wants to play. I get it. Believe me, I do. So I'm just trying to figure out, what would be the next best thing for him. Oh, yeah. I don't know. Do you need some something, honey? Please leave your response to anything. Thank you, sweetheart. I appreciate that. No, is this gonna be your attitude all day? I don't understand why are you like this now? What is the problem? Mommy's asking me what is wrong. Well, no, I understand that, but no, you have other things that you have to do, and you have more important things to do than plan. You can't do it. You just gotta understand that sometimes you just can't do what you want to do. And mommy has been, very, very understanding to how you feel, of course, because you are a child and you want to play, and I get it. But you have other things that you have to do, sweetheart. You do. And I'm not gonna take you out of Taekwondo. That's not gonna happen. So I don't know if grandma wants to watch you, honey. Wanna go cook dinner, but if she doesn't, then you're gonna have to come on mommy. So after cook dinner, okay? It's gonna be a long day for me. It is. This is gonna be a long day. It's gonna be a long day. I already see it. Let's see. Lord have mercy. Oh my goodness. Look, I want you to have a good day. Okay. I really, really do. So I want this energy that you have. I want you to have a better day, Noah. Only you can have a better day, sweetheart, okay? Pretty fast, so 10:25. That's all. So you got so you technically speaking, you got 5 more minutes left. Mhm. Good morning, good morning, good morning. So my little one doesn't have the best energy today. Stay over on that side, okay? Thank you, my little dog. So I'm trying to perk him up so he can have a better day. I'm so hungry. Oh my goodness, it's not even funny. I'm trying to, just and I get it, Noah is a kid, he wants to play with his friends. And I get it. Again, like that's why I keep telling him, I understand, why you feel that way. I get it, because he's the only kid. And, like he has his cousins to play with, of course, 100%. So that's why if y'all notice, like I genuinely try to keep Noah like around other kids because he's my only child. So I think it's important for me to try to keep him around kids. You know what I mean? So that way he could play and that way he could just be a kid. So I don't know. But sometimes it's not the easiest thing in the world. Sometimes it's extremely tough because I don't know. There have been times when he's been playing at the park and he's had class and I'm like, okay, baby, you don't gotta go, since you're playing. So I'm definitely trying to be understanding of how he feels and why he feels that way, of course. You know what I mean? I do have to work today. I have to work my second job today. And I am trying to get my little one to be understanding. So what I was gonna do was go home and cook dinner. But if my mom doesn't want to watch him while I go home and cook dinner, then Noah has to come with me to the house to cook dinner. But I know he's gonna want to play. So now I feel like I'm stuck between a rock and a hard place again, pertaining to okay, well, um, do I let him come with me or do I let him like just stay with my mom? That's pretty much like what I'm on the mood for. Come on, let's go. So I, so I'm not having the easiest day today. Go ahead. Your shoes. Here. Here you go, sweetie. You're welcome. Mm-hmm. No, I don't feel like going to the anymore. I don't feel like doing all that talking and stuff today. Just like things because I just don't feel like it. I don't know. Yes, too. Thank you. Have a good day in class. I love you. Perk up, little boy. You woke up this morning. So I don't know. You know, it's tough because I'm a single parent, you know what I'm saying, of one child. And sometimes I wish that I had another child so that he can have someone to play with. But then I think financially, like, no. Like, just no. So I don't know. I don't know. Now I have to debate between either I am going to have him come home and make dinner with me before I go to work, or I can buy a large pizza and he can stay at my mom's house and he can play. So, but then the thing is, I don't want to spend money that I don't have to, and I can just go home and cook dinner. You know what I mean? So I don't know. Because I don't know, you know, if my mom is, and I get it, you know, my mom, you know, she doesn't, I have to always watch my son. I say that all the time. You know, it's not her responsibility, and I always make that very clear. So my whole thing is, I don't know if I should let him. Yeah, he said my future wife gonna have those worries. Yeah, well, it's because she's gonna have you. Like, what? I don't want nobody. I keep telling you all that. It's, I wouldn't say it's a worry. I'm not gonna say it's a worry, no, but it's it's definitely on my mind. And I don't know, I just feel that, you know, I have a child, you know, he wants to play, and you know, he needs to be around other kids. Just like I think Monday the kids don't got no school, so he's going to Wakeman. That's 25. And then they take them on the 25th, I think it is, of November. That's 25. And then there's another day that the kids don't got school and Wakeman takes them. That's another 25. And that's why y'all clearly can see I've been working the way I've been working for, you know, for things like this. So, that's why I genuinely don't appreciate when people try to cut my triangle in half. It's literally me, my mom, my best friend, and back to me. You know what I'm saying? So I'm stuck in a rock between the hard place, because if I buy pizza, that's money that I gotta spend that I don't want to spend. But if he comes home, he's gonna be bored. So it's like I don't know. I might just probably just have to see how much a large pizza is, even though I don't want to. But you know, I still have to be understanding of how he feels and things of that nature. You know what I'm saying? I don't just look at the things from, oh, it's me. Like I can't do that, because you know I have a son, so I always have to take his consideration into feelings. It's like earlier, this guy had texted me that I know, and my son takes it upon himself and texted me back. Mind you, I'm asleep. I'm knocked out. I don't know what's going on. My son goes, "Oh, get off my mom's phone. She's not your friend." I'm reading the messages like, what the hell is going on? So he replies, "Oh, I'm your mom's friend." And my son was like, "My mom don't have no friends." Like that. This is literally what Noah is texting this man back. I'm like, you got to be kidding me. And no, I had did that the last time I was talking to somebody. My son did not like that man at all. That man was huge too. Like a huge, he was like a freaking Jolly Green Giant. Honest to God. Cause y'all know I love me and me and that 6'4", 234. I know I like big guys, like bigger guys. I don't like short guys. No disrespect, but I love me a right. And so I'm saying to myself, this is not happening. So I told you, I was like, you're not getting my phone. And his response was, "Mom, I'm just trying to be protective." That's why I be telling y'all. That's why I keep saying that, whoever, my face looks so, like, it just reminds me of like a baby's butt. It's so smooth for some reason. I don't know. But it is. That was random. But, this was like, I'm 6'5", 6'4", 245, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh my goodness. So, y'all know what's so funny? Okay, so don't judge me, but I gotta tell you guys. So, like, I promise you, this is, I always go back to him, and I'm sorry, but I just think this is mad funny. The dude that the other dude had accused me of, like, talking to, he's like my height. And I'm thinking to myself, I don't even like short guys, so you sound crazy. Like, what? I don't know. I just think that is too darn funny. But my son did not like him. The one that was 6'4", 242. Now you got me saying 245. He was 6'4", 235, 45. It was one of those. Damn, y'all just threw that. The 245 threw me off. Sorry, that threw me off. He was a sweetheart, very nice, very kind, things of that nature. But he passed away. That's when I passed away. He was a sweetheart though, but he was. I told you I always get crazy people. Like, I always get crazy people for some reason. I don't know who a Boris is. I don't know what that is, my love. Six, 7, 8. Oh my goodness! I don't know why I just thought of that. But what was that girl name? Sierra. When they went to that thing, she was like, "What up? 604 something something 789." On Love and Hip Hop. That was so funny. Oh, thank you. He said you are just too. Oh, thank you, thank you, thank you. I know it's so funny. I didn't even put no thought into it. It's so crazy. I feel like all my outfits come out best when I just throw them on and I be like, oh, I don't care, whatever. Pretty much like that. Thank you. I appreciate it. I have good morning vlogging. I love that. Oh, I love that. We gotta show that. She is that fire. So I don't know, because I'm debating. I don't know which one should I don't know if I should let me be up a little bit more. I don't know if I should I don't know if I should buy pizza, a large pizza, or if I should just go home and cook dinner. But they know it's gonna be bored. Because again, I keep telling people, like, it's not my mom's responsibility to watch my son. So I get it, and I definitely do understand. So I'm kind of caught between a rock and a hard place. I don't know. I want to always take his feelings into consideration and see ball games. But see, that's the thing. That he go home, he's gonna be bored. When I would rather my son be outside playing with friends. You know what I mean? Again, because he doesn't get to play like that because I'm always, at work or things of that nature. I just don't. My son don't like being in the house, and I get it. And the only reason why I don't want to ask my mom the only reason why I don't ask my mom is because she already has to take him from 5 to 9:30. So, I don't want to drop this in her lap. Hey, can you watch him while I go home and cook dinner? Then I, come back. And so it's like, I don't know. I don't know. I might probably send it back, which I don't want to do. I genuinely don't want to do it. I would love to save my money, but I just don't want him cooped up in a house. And it's a good day for him to be outside. Oh, yeah. Hi. So I don't know. Y'all want to know what's so funny? I swear to y'all, no lie. This is the honest to God truth, right? So the dude that was 6'4", your numbers threw me off now. Like I can't even remember. So the dude that was the one that passed away, the one that was 6'4", my son didn't like him at all. My son didn't like him. My son was like, "Mom, he's too big." And he met Noah and things like that. He did. He met my son. My son. When my son first seen him, he was like, oh my goodness, he was like, and I actually met him at my second job. That's the funny part. And I didn't think nothing of it. Oh my god, I'm so sad that man passed away. Oh, he passed from COVID. I'm so sad. And like when I tell you, me and Natalie, we bumped heads like two bulls in a barn. Cha. But again, he was never, my man or nothing like that. But he did meet my son. He had kids and things like that. Now, never did not with him. Never, none of that. He just met my son. He would come over. We would have conversations, things like that. He would go home, things of that nature. But the dude that I was liking, ain't nobody in my car. It's just me. Is your son in the car? No, he's not. My son is at class. The other gentleman that I was liking though turned out to be that, and my son likes him. I was like, what is happening? But anyway, we're gonna move on past that. And I gotta really get my son. My son has this. He's being a protector. I'm his mother. I understand. I get it. I don't have kids, but I want them. I am most attracted to them. Really? It's so funny, right? I done told myself. I don't know if that makes sense. I done told myself. I told myself if I end up by myself, I understand, because I'm not gonna say most, because like I tell you guys all the time, there are some incredible men out there that will date a mom, that has kids, and that child is not, the gentleman's daughter or son. And some men will just step right up to the plate, be that father figure, be there, and even adopt, the child and things of that nature, and get the child their last name depending on the parent situation. I don't see that happening for me. Because of my life is like a roller coaster. It's always up and down. I would love to have a balance, you know what I'm saying? And be able to introduce my son to someone that, I genuinely like. But of course, that one will take time. I would wait a year for someone to meet my son, because I would genuinely want to know them. And, I would want to get to know them and them get to know me on a, on a particular level, without the child being around. So I can respect any woman or any man that comes in and takes on another parent's child as their own, and that does things for them, and that's not going to harm them or put them in harm's way or be disrespectful or say nothing crazy in front of the child. Listen, children are a blessing. I'm not going to lie. Children are a blessing. My son has taught me that in life. There, honest to God, there is a balance, and you do have to be able to, balance being a mother, a daughter, a friend, a sister, things of that nature. Like, there has to be a balance somewhere. Oh, somebody said simply amazing. Oh, ball game, you said simply amazing. And I don't know. I understand that that's what, you know what I'm saying. So Because I was once told that I know too many men. I didn't think that, I didn't even know that that's the thing, that you can know too many genders. I was like, wait, huh? What happened? And I look at it like this, right? Let's say if I understand everything, girl. My mom has to do all of that stuff for us. And my thing is this, right? If a man gets with a woman and he's only been with that one woman for quite some time, but the mother is not with someone and she has her child around male friends, people will look at her in a manner of, oh, you're doing too much. There's too many men around your child. The child father only has one person around them. Okay, y'all do understand that everybody's life does not end up the same, right? He can end up with someone and marry the person and be happy, and she may have to kiss a few frogs before she gets to her prince. I mean, I don't understand. It's like, to me, I understand a woman is not built to move the way a man moves. I understand. I get that. I respect that. I acknowledge that. But at the same time, my only issue is, do not degrade a woman because she doesn't have a man. She just may have a lot of male friends. And if you want me to be very honest with you, I would rather a boy be around male friends, right, than to be around a lot of different bunch of women. Because at the end of the day, I just feel that if she has, good space and good energy and, good male friends, her child can learn from them. I don't know. It's just a lot of things I'm not too fond of, because I hear people say if a boy is around too many women, he becomes too feminine, right? But then it becomes, well, if he's around too many men, oh, then the mother is a what. I'm like, I don't. Where is the balance? I don't understand. I don't get it. Why wouldn't? Why couldn't you have male friends? I'm confident that wouldn't matter. And that's my thing. I think that it's not appropriate for that to even be said, because I'm thinking to myself, like, now I know I'm not tripping. Everybody doesn't end up with their perfect someone their second go round. So give this girl some credit for even still being a mother or doing what she does for her children. I mean, that's just my thing. I don't know. Again, I understand everybody is different. Everybody moves thinking, everybody feels different. I understand. But my thing is, don't knock her because she has male friends to where he's with someone. Like, huh? That don't even make sense. It's like, I never forget it. My sister said to me that I was wrong because I was taking Noah to the barbershop. I was like, what did you just say, child? I forgot she was my sister for a second. Because I looked at her and I said, don't you ever sit up here and tell me I'm wrong for bringing my son to the barbershop. Who's going to bring him to the barbershop? Who? You know what I mean? Like, who's going to bring him? That frustrated my spirit. It pissed me off all over again. I got mad. Like, no, you don't have the right to tell me I have too many male friends. You don't have the right to tell me I am wrong for bringing him to the barbershop. You do not have the right to tell me. You don't. I am human. And I think the thing that really irks my nerves is that I could see if I was sitting up here not being a mother, right? Then it would be, oh my goodness, she's such a lazy mother. She don't do nothing for her child, or she always gone and somebody always got her child. But here I am trying to work 2 jobs, trying to get him to the barbershop, trying to keep, positive male figures in his life. And it's like every layer that I try to put or place back on top, somebody keeps trying to knock it down. You're not gonna knock it down. You're not gonna do that. So it's really extremely frustrating. Like, stop doing that. That irks my nerves so bad. We would be secure in a relationship. That man is definitely that is, and that's what I'm saying. People genuinely don't understand that. Even if a father. One time I had one of my friends bring he asked a female friend that he knew to bring his daughter to the hair salon because he had to work. The lady gonna be sitting up there trying to question the little girl on who the woman was that had brought her in there. He was like, hey, I want you to come with me. And then he explained to me what had happened. So I went in there with him and he said to her in front of Like the hairdressers and stuff, don't you ever sit there and ask my daughter nothing like that. Whoever she comes in here with, she comes in here. Now the problem was the hairdresser was liking him. So she was trying to figure out who the lady was. He approached her, wasn't disrespectful, tone and everything. And like the other hairdresser, they were like, oh, why would you come in here and do that? I said, excuse me, but she has the right to question his child, his daughter, on who she came in here with. This is a child. You don't ask no child no question like that. First of all, that's not your child. What is wrong with you? And he asked me, he was like, was I wrong? I said no, because you can't do nothing like that. And mind you, the way he approached it, he was calm, but he was firm, and it was a tone, but he was firm, but he was respectful. But it's okay for her to disrespect his daughter and ask all these questions. What are you doing, ma'am? No, that is his child. Just because you like him, then that still don't have nothing to do with you. Girl, sit down and be humble. Oh my goodness. I'm telling you, sometimes the nerve of people when other people are with their kids. Like, what are you doing? Don't do that. And people just got some real big, okay? You mess around, get the wrong parent, they gonna cuss you or whoop your, okay? You can't do that. Everybody's not gonna respond in the way you want them to. You know what I'm saying? Yes, this is your establishment. Yes, this is, your business, but you can't be disrespecting somebody's child. Because he's going to clap back or she's going to clap back. And then you're going to be sitting there like, oh my goodness, you're so disrespectful. But what happened for someone to respond to you like this? What? That's crazy. I hear, but my personal experience, I'm the second, baby dad. And my baby mom has 7 kids from 6 different men. I know it's not everyone. This is my thing. And I'm going to be so real when I say this. We all know what can happen during intimacy if you do not protect yourself. And even sometimes when you do protect yourself, things can pop. Okay? Things can break. Y'all catch my drift. Or you don't, you know what I mean? You don't pull out fast enough. Whatever the case may be. We all know with intimacy comes creation. Okay? Meaning a baby. You can get pregnant on birth control, and I'm on 2 forms of birth control. You know what I'm saying? But I'm not going to say sloppy because I think that's just rude to say. I never put myself in that predicament to become pregnant again because I know I didn't want it again. You know what I'm saying? So I never put myself or my body in that position, in any position, to get pregnant. That's why I be telling people it's been so long since I've been with a man because boo. I even like to go grocery shopping with my girl. I don't like for her to be stressed out. Grocery shopping? Well, now sometimes grocery shopping can be. I'd rather go by myself than go with my son because my son be stressing me out. I'm like, no, don't put that in the cart. I would definitely take a woman's child to the barbershop if that's what the child wants. If you want it to go, that's cool too. And I keep telling people, right? At the end of the day, y'all gotta understand. If a man is not there, or if a woman is not there, and this man or this woman is putting trust in this person that they know, that they feel was not going to harm their child, if they put their child in this person's care, and they're doing what they're supposed to do, not harming your child, not being disrespectful, not being belligerent or ignorant or too loud and obnoxious, I will look at that and be blessed that I have somebody like that around my child. Go ahead, queen, do what you do for him. Because, let's say if I couldn't afford something, but his girl could, and she gets it for my son. Cool, you know what I'm saying? I would never knock any woman that just wants to help build up somebody's child when it's not their child. I would respect that 100%. I would never have a relationship like that because, respectfully, no. And I'm okay with, doing it by myself. You guys gonna y'all hear me say, I'm a single mom, I'm a single mom, I'm a single mom. And that's why I work the way that I work. But I'm very proud of myself for even being able to do what I do for my son. You understand what I'm saying? I'm never gonna bother nobody. I'm never gonna interfere with nobody's relationship. I'm never gonna ask anybody because, been there, done that, been through the arguments, been through the ups and downs. I know better. I'm not asking for nothing. I don't want nothing from nobody. I just want to be a mom. That's it. And I want to leave everybody alone. You understand what I'm saying? So your situation is definitely because it seems your child is your main focus. So I applaud you. Thank you. People that have real big problems like that don't mean People that have real big problems like that don't mean take a fruit and fire from that. I ain't lying. What was that? Can you rewrite that? Because I know I'm not tripping. What was that? My situation is just, my focus is my son, and me wanting to provide for my child, and more so being able to provide a roof over his head. That's always my main concern is my rent and, car insurance and things like that. Because I never want nothing to overlap. So I never want them to cut my insurance off and then, they take in my car or something like that because I don't got no insurance or registration or something like that. So these things are extremely, extremely huge for me when it comes to providing for my son. Your child will come first with me. I know you put him first as you should, but I like for the child and mom to be comfortable. And that's another thing. I'm gonna just say it like this real quick. Somebody else had brought my son to the barbershop and there was an issue. I didn't appreciate it because, again, the person assumed that I was dealing with the person that brought him in there. You can't win. You can't win. Frosty is on that. Oh. I don't understand why is it that me having someone to bring my son to the barbershop is an issue when, mind you, I had to work that day. Okay, there have been things, girl, everything is only fine, that part, and I had to work that day. I should not ever have to sit up here and explain to somebody, oh, well, I have to work so I can bring him. Can you bring him? Oh, well, why is he bringing him? Well, because I have nobody to bring him. I keep telling people I have a very small friend circle when it comes to males because, I'm very protective of who is in my son's life. But my best friend has been in my son's life before my son even knew that he existed on the planet. You know what I'm saying? Before my son could even walk, talk, my best friend was in his life. You know what I'm saying? When my son was younger, when they told that it's possibly my son's spine, my best friend was right there, So I will always applaud this man. I'm always grateful for this man. And I will always speak highly on him. I don't give a who don't like it. You know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, I respect this man because he could have been left. You know what I'm saying? Even though he still, me and him still go through things pertaining to. Oh, go ahead, Frosty. Jason said you haven't met the right man. I tell you, shouldn't have been lying because I sure I have not. Go ahead, Frosty. Have a good day. But I'm never going to sit up here and apologize for this man being in my son's life. I don't care who feels some type of way about it. I'm never going to apologize because he's been there when things have gone wrong. He's been basically my net when I fall and he catches me. You understand what I'm saying? And I've been his net. I'm never going to sit up here and disrespect this man, speak ill will on this man. I'm never going to do that. I don't care who got something to say about it. You shouldn't have to. I would be friends with. And I said that, what's so funny? I personally believe, oh, Frosty, you could say, I always believe in the more the merrier, right? The more people you know, the more fun you can have. But again, you just watch what's in your circle, your space, your energy, your aura, your vibe. And I understand. Totally understand. At the end of the day, there should never be an issue with another man. Y'all know how many times I done had situations like that, and I am so sick of it. I am so sick of it. And I always sit up here and say, if two grown men can't be in a room because y'all both think I done did something with the other, and y'all both know about each other because I'm telling you about each other, or I've told you about each other. I tell people all the time, I come in hot and I come in heavy, but baby, I'm gonna come in real. Oh, this is A, B, C, D. Huh. Everybody finna get an introduction of who you are and what role you play in my life. Okay, that part. That's just my thing. I'm always gonna keep it a buck with you. I just am like, ugh, shut up. You know, I'm so, like, sometimes I just be wanting to tell people, shut the fuck up. Just shut up. Some. He said I need some ice cream. It's so irritating because I can see if, no, you know why? Because I genuinely don't like that. Because if I could step in a room with females that hi, how you doing, engage in conversation, and I can't get the same thing back, something is mentally wrong with you. If you think that you can't stand in a room with the man that you know of, and I've introduced you, and I've told you about him, and I've kept it a buck, something is wrong with you. It is, because at the end of the day, I'm always going to tell people my best friend is in my life. He plays a huge role in my life. He's not going nowhere. So if you don't like it, baby, you can hit the dough, because I don't got time for none of that. It's sickening at this point. I can't. And I'm telling you, every man that comes around me, I get the same thing. Nah, man, you ever mess with him? Nah, man, you ever mess with her? It's so irritating. And the crazy thing is, right, I've never questioned a man about another woman. And the last time I did that, my sister, she's gonna kill me, was telling me about the dude that I was talking to for like 6 years. She was like, oh, he has a girl, things like that. So, and mind you, like, our time frame, like, he will leave and come back for months at a time. And I finally got to ask him, and he was like, nah, everything his sister's saying is not true. My mom will always say, don't tell who the person is. I'm telling. Because I'm not finna, listen, I'm not doing that. Oh, she told me this, I'm snitching on everybody. I don't care. Like, we all finna figure this out. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, you can ask me, what's up? And so he was like, it's not true. Then he goes, call your sister. I said, let me tell you something. That energy that you gave me, okay? My sister will give it back 20 times harder. Baby, you don't want that. And the reason why I didn't call my sister was because I know how my sister could be. And when you just got that difficult sibling for no goddamn reason, that's my sister. She's difficult as fuck. And it depends on what day you catch her on. If you catch her on a good day, she might be calm. She might answer in a good way. But you catch her on a bad day, I'm leaving. Y'all gonna figure this out by yourself, because I don't want no part. Right? So I did not call my sister. Right? And I didn't like it because, nah, Frosty is fine. Don't do that, Jason. Frosty's fine. What's up, Frosty? You got a question? Don't do that. Don't start. Don't start. Please don't start. Frosty is fine. Wait, so where was it in October? Wait, what in October? I'm so lost. I don't know what you're talking about in October. What's the question? What happened? Nothing happened in October. I know it's pumpkin picking in October. So, I didn't call my sister, right? And I started to realize that at that point, I don't know what you're talking about. So I'm gonna keep going. I'm gonna keep going. So I started to realize at that point, anything that I said to him, anything that I said to him, I noticed that he portrayed it as a lie. And I've never lied to him. And I've noticed that anything that he would tell me, I would believe it. And it was a lie. So now that, and I'm gonna keep it a buck with you guys. I'm gonna keep it all the way real, right? I didn't want to believe my sister at the time, because I was like, he doesn't come off like that. But now that he had, did what he did and everything like that, and had a problem with, the other gentlemen and things of that nature, I'm starting to think that my sister wasn't lying. I'm starting to think that she was telling the truth. And, I never got into it with her over it, nothing like that. No, I was just listening, And now that, I had sat back and I thought about everything, I was like, well, maybe my sister isn't lying about, the things that she was saying about him. So shout out to my sister for keeping it a buck. I remember last time, well, not last time, but I remember when I think it was the first time or the second time I went to his home, I had left my lady wear there, and I didn't know. Like, I didn't know that my lady wear was there. Because I promised you, I did a, I did a, I did a triple check to make sure that I had everything. And he called me. He was like, "Oh, someone found your lady wear. I'm not gonna, He said that one of his, had found my lady wear." And I was like, "Oh, I'm sorry." Now that I'm thinking about it, I'm starting to think like, well, maybe another woman found them, and now who you saying found them, and she questioned you, and now you're questioning me. So there's a lot of red flags. Thankfully, I don't got to deal with that no more, and I don't want to have the conversation with the person no more. It's no point. So I'm definitely letting that go. Definitely happy that I had the conversation yesterday, but he's a red flag for me, And again, like I always tell people, this man may not have wanted me the way that I wanted him. I'm never going to sit there and knock nothing, but I hope that whoever he does get with next, he learns to treat her right, take her out on dates and just do things with her and for her. I'm always going to wish him the best, and I'm always going to hope that hopefully he learns from this, or hopefully when he finds out the truth, he can learn from that, and he can just, take some good grace and some good humanity and just, be with the woman that he wants to be with, which is cool. You know what I'm saying? I'm never going to knock nobody for wanting to be with somebody. You know what I'm saying? That's just human nature. So hopefully he learned from it, and he can just next time ask someone something instead of making an assumption, or he can, make time for her and things of that nature. That's all. So I don't know, you know. But I'm never gonna sit up here and knock myself for being a mother or having male friends around my son. Oh no, I haven't. After that last incident with him, I haven't spoken to him, texted him, called him. I didn't do none of that, boo. None of that. I left it alone, and I'm leaving him alone. Of course, I'm always gonna wish him the best. You know what I'm saying? I'm always gonna want nothing but, positive things for him in his life and things of that nature. I just wasn't the woman for him, and that's okay. I tell people all the time, sometimes I'm just not for you, and sometimes you're just not for me. I respect it. I'm not gonna sit up here and keep calling your phone, or going by your job, or going by your home, or trying to mess up your clothes, or trying to mess up your tires, or mess up your car. I'm not built like that. That's not what I'm doing. I tell you all the time, I'd be darned if I sit up here and I mess up somebody's car purposely because I'm mad at something they said or something they did. And I'm sitting here messing up their car, and they're recording me doing it. Then they take me to court. Now I gotta pay for your new whip that you and this woman is in now. Oh, I don't think so. You know what I'm saying? I'm not doing that when I could be saving my money to go on a vacation for me and my son, and just being one within myself and peace, with my sanity. Child, ain't nobody time for that. With me, you would never have to worry about arguing in public because I'm not doing it. Been there, done that, and baby, the stairs is not cute, okay? Or having a shouting match in public, I'm not doing that. Or being belligerent, I'm not doing none of it. Or messing up your car, messing with your life, interfering with your new relationship. I'm not doing none of those things because it is not my business to be doing that. I always tell people, what I won't do, somebody else will do. Good luck. And something that I will do, somebody else might not do. You know what I'm saying? So it's just depends on the woman, or the man, or your sanity, or you're just crazy. Hi, Joshua. You gotta work on that. Y'all don't even understand how bad I want to go to Hawaii. Oh, for my birthday. He said you have to let him go. He sounds like he, it's so crazy. I'm never one to be selfish in a relationship. I will give you as much as I can and be open and be honest. And I'm not really big on touch. I don't like being touched. I know, like, I personally, I don't like being touched. Wait, what happened, Jason? What, I mean, Jason, what is happening? What are you doing? Hi, Joshua. Hey, hey, Joshua. Jason said, when is your birthday? My birthday is December 13th. Frosty said, please kick Jason out, Jason. Gotta get out here, right here, being rude from the... What? I must have missed something. I'll be missing stuff. Sorry. I don't... Where was he being... You said something... I didn't catch that he said nothing rude. I'm gonna be so tight with my stuff. I'm not in here. Oh, look at God. That's... Oh, it is. That's what's up. December babies all day. Me and Kiza. Hey. Love her. AKA Queen, my loves. I didn't say a word. I don't see where he didn't say nothing rude. All right, you guys, come on. Let's just stop. Come on, please. Let's just, I want to kind of get back to the conversation, y'all, please. Jason and Frosty, stop. Both of y'all stop. He literally hit. Remember, he said Kate Frosty out. Frosty, you're fine. You didn't see anything. I mean, Jason, you're fine. Jason didn't say anything wrong. Jason didn't say nothing wrong. Jason, you're fine. Frosty, I'm gonna need y'all to relax. Please, for me. I want y'all to enjoy the live, but stop with the fussing. Because I don't want to have to start blocking people on here. That's just crazy. Jason didn't say anything wrong. But yeah, and I noticed that he had, I don't know if he likes the way I massage him, but I used to massage him. I would go to his house and things like that. And I don't know if that was just like a comforting thing to him. I think I'm not good at stuff like that because I don't like touching people. But there's a pen. It's a thick behind pen. But yeah, I did. And I did a lot of little things for him. But it is what it is. That's neither here nor there. I know you have a blessed day, love. Take it easy. Oh, I hope you have a blessed day, love. Bye, Jason. Frosty. Can y'all just be nice, please? I got enough of my plate as it is. But seriously, I genuinely want people to understand that when you are a single mom or dad, you know, that's like saying to a man, he's wrong for taking his daughter to the hair salon to get her hair done because a woman should be taking her. No, you know, in any situation, if something works best in your interest for it, then do it. I did not pronounce that right either. No, I didn't pronounce that right. I just don't feel that at the end of the day, someone else has the power to control how you move as a parent when they're not doing anything to help you. So I just personally think that people need to keep their comments to themselves when it comes to someone raising their child. If you're not helping me, bring them to the barbershop. If you're not helping me, drop them off to school. If you're not helping me, bring them to the doctors. If you're not doing none of these things, then keep your opinions to yourself. And someone can clap back and say, oh, well, I'm not their father, I'm not supposed to do it, or things of that nature. Well, I mean, you know, when a baby is involved, there's a niece, there's a nephew, there's an aunt, there's an uncle, there's a cousin, there's a brother, there's a sister. I mean, there's somebody else. You know what I'm saying? But, you know, when everything falls on mommy and then things crumble, it's, oh my goodness, she's such a bad mom. No, it's a lot. It's a lot. You know what I mean? Like, and I've literally heard women say that they feel that they are single parents, but they're married. But they feel single, that they're a single parent because, you know, the man is working a lot. So, I mean, I don't know. I don't know how none of that goes, but I don't know. I mean, I kind of can see, I guess, how that can feel like that. Because if you are working all the time and the kids are with me, you know, then, hmm, I don't know, that might be tough. I mean, I personally wouldn't mind, you know, my guy working and I take care of the kids. I wouldn't mind that. I think that's cute, actually speaking, but you know, because being with kids all day, that is a job. It is a job, honey. But you know, if they're younger, they take naps sometimes. Sometimes kids don't. I don't know. Noah would take a nap. Girl was on me. So I'm gonna go, you guys. Cause I'm hot and I gotta use the bathroom. I'm going outside. But bye, you guys.